Welcome to Insights into Insurance with Tom Sorensen of Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is educational in nature and not intended to be acted upon without first consulting the appropriately licensed professional.
Saturday morning here on KATE. Time for Insights into Insurance with Americana Insurance's Tom Sorensen. Tom, good morning to you.
Good morning, Paul.
We've made it to another weekend, and we have another email even.
We do have another email.
You ready?
You bet.
Hello, Insights Show. I'm starting a small construction business. I will do home renovations and remodels and even some roofing. Sometimes I'm going to need extra help. How do I get people to work for me so I don't have to pay workman's comp? From TJ.
TJ. All right, TJ. Well, thanks for the question, and this is a great question. So what we're going to talk about today is employees versus independent contractors. Should I choose the new worker as an employee or an independent contractor? So when those people that you need to help you work, are they an employee or an independent contractor? Well, guess what? It's not really your choice to choose what they are. It's all in how things are done and set up. Mm-hmm. So reason why I'll go over some situations of what is an employee. Okay, well, as an employer, and I'm one of them here in town, so the headaches or the hurdles you have of having employees can be paying work comp, withhold federal income taxes, unemployment taxes, payroll taxes, benefits, overtime pay, employee issues, employee management, and W-2. Okay. Independent contractors. So let's just say if I had independent contractors instead of employees, I just have to pay them for their work they do. I 1099 them, and it sounds pretty easy, right? I think that would be a pretty easy decision of which way I would want to go. Okay.
Sure.
However, warning.
Danger.
Yeah, danger, Will Robinson. Again, there I'm showing my age again.
Right. We all know that one.
Anyway, independent contractor business practice can lead you into hot water. Okay. Obviously, everybody would be doing it if it was, available and able to do it that easy. Mm-hmm. Okay. So why can it get you into hot water? Well, if you misclassify these workers, you are going to get into hot water. Probably could be with the IRS, Department of Labor, and many state agencies. All of them are taking aim at businesses, especially now in the last year or so, who are misclassifying workers as independent contractors instead of employee.
Why are they taking aim?
Well, why are they? Well, we're in a deficit, right? Pretty sizable one, I understand, I hear. I think I heard that.
I think the zeros keep ticking.
Yeah, exactly. Because they want your payroll taxes and unemployment taxes. So truthfully, if you're misclassifying the worker as a independent contractor, but they really aren't, they're the federal government and all the other taxpayers are missing out on those taxes that you should be paying. Okay. What else can happen if they're misclassified? The worker can sue you for overtime pay, health benefits, wrongful termination, discrimination, retirement benefits, and workers' comp. Okay. How do you know?
Yeah, how would I know that I am being paid as an independent contractor versus, of course, being an employee?
The thing is you as an employer, you should realize how to pay them and how you should classify them. Okay. If you're an employee, characteristics of an employee. Who controls the work product? So the product that you're selling or putting on a house, let's say, if you're a contractor, that would be a big deal. So if the individual or the employer the person that owns a business is got somebody working for them and they own the product themselves, then that's a pretty good sign that they are probably an employee and not an independent contractor. But also, you tell them how to do it. Mm-hmm. Again, we're still going with the characteristics of an employee. You tell them how to do it, when to do it, where to be. Lots of times works at your site of business, and you tell them what to wear, provide the tools and the product. Okay. Kind of. That's a good characteristics of an employee. An independent contractor characteristics can be many of them. Maintains a separate business with individuals' own office, equipment, materials, and other facilities. Okay. Has a federal ID number. Has filed business or self-employment income tax returns, operates under a contract like an independent contract, is incurring expenses related to the services performed, advertises business card with their own business name, own insurance, has their own insurance, carries workman's comp insurance, hires and fires employees, has their own tools, no time schedule. Okay, so if I'm let's say a general contractor, mm-hmm. and I hire somebody to do a work on a house, okay, I pretty much can only give them a deadline. I can't tell them you need to be there from 8 to noon and then 1 to 5. Okay,
this roof needs to be on by Friday.
Right. You can only give them deadlines. Okay. And normally an independent contractor always works for others, just not one person or one company. And you don't work under advice. Okay. If you're an independent contractor, they can't really say, this is how you need to do it. You should be able to know how to do it, and what your finished product is what they get and what they'll pay you for. Also, an independent contractor would be someone that can suffer monetary consequences of their own poor or bad business decisions or profits based on good business practices. Has continuing or recurring business liabilities and obligations. Okay, so basically what they're saying is that person's got some skin in the game and can either earn a profit or not, or go basically in the black if something doesn't work out correctly for them. Okay, based on their decisions.
Now, I see that, but maybe you're still not sure, because I think sometimes you have an independent contractor who does work for the same company over and over again. Is there other ways to help out with that one?
What I would suggest as an employer is there is an IRS has a form. It's called an SS8.
Okay.
SS-8. And you can go into, and you can find this on the internet. A lot of this information that if you got questions about it is loaded up on the internet about this. Okay, so you can go on the internet and get a form SS-8 and fill that out. Okay, it's a list of questions, and you can submit that form to the IRS, and they can make a determination based on the information, how you filled it out. So let's just say I hired you, Paul, and I'm like, or you work for me, or we're working on a project or something. Okay, how do I know if you're an employee or a independent contractor? Well, I can fill this form out and go get a determination. Now, I will say, by the time you start filling out this form, you are going to probably be able to determine what their classification is as the questions happen.
Sounds good. Tom, we'll take a quick break. We'll have more on the age-old question of employees versus independent contractors when we come back here on Insights into Insurance.
A while back at Americana Insurance, we had a question. Should we dress in coats and ties or just dress normal? People in ties are usually smart, professional, and with it. On the other hand, they can be a little intimidating. Eventually, we decided we'd just dress regular and let our service, dedication, and experience speak for itself. Americana Insurance. Business, farm, home, life, and auto. Give us a call at 377-2000 or just stop by. Americana Insurance. Smart enough to wear a suit, down to earth enough not to.
Back here on Insights into Insurance with Tom Sorensen of Americana Insurance. And Tom, today we're talking employees versus independent contractors. We've kind of covered the who and what to help you determine whether or not you have an employee or independent contractor. But why exactly are you the one covering this and maybe not someone with more of an accounting side of things?
Yeah, that's a great question, Paul. And I tell you what, it could be insurance agent, it could be an attorney, it could be an accountant that does this type of presentation. All three of us, and maybe even some more that I can't even think of. But the reason why I'm doing it is on the insurance side is my concern is we have so many business owners trying to get by with, or should I say get away with, using the independent contractor title or classification. It's prevalent in the small contractor market, like buildings, like, you know, anything from remodeling, like TJ is doing.
Yeah.
You know, they do it a lot. Okay, and the thing is we need to let TJ know, hey, yeah, it would be nice to have an independent contractor, but you need to make sure that this person is an independent contractor if you try to get some of these people to work for you. Otherwise, you got to consider them an employee.
Okay.
You know, I see it in the building, lawn care, landscaping, but however, it is everywhere. It's even in my business of insurance in the financial industry, they're always trying to get by with the independent contractor status. And again, I can tell you that the IRS has actually hired more people on to find these situations out. Why? Again, because they are wanting to make sure that they are getting taxes to pay for, you know, what we're looking at, unemployment tax, payroll tax, okay? So my main objective is for risk management purposes, okay? My main objective is to keep my clients from losing their assets, okay? By statute 176.181 subdivision 2, all employers are required to either purchase work comp insurance or to provide proof to the Minnesota Department of Commerce that you can show that you have the financial ability to self-insure. That has to be approved by the Minnesota Department of Commerce before you can't just make your decision, I got enough money that I can cover that. No, you need to. And how much really is that? It could be millions. You know what I'm saying?
Depends on what's going on.
Right, exactly. So what else can happen? A misclassified worker has a misfortunate incident, okay? Well, let's talk about that. This is where the insurance comes in. A roofer, a worker falls off a house and gets paralyzed, okay? The employer or the person that hired this person...
Say it's me.
Yep. Okay, let's say I got you to work for me. I classified you as an independent contractor.
All right.
Okay? Well, in the whole grand scheme of things, he should have been and was determined as an employee. Okay? Well, first of all, you can get many fines, okay? And then they can go after you and get back pay, taxes to pay for that, okay? So what else, though, is a big thing is a lawsuit from that worker. What do you think the amount of the lawsuit would be on somebody that got paralyzed falling off the roof?
It's got to be high.
Right. And this is what I always hear, Paul, is, I'm Tom, there's Paul. Well, Paul is such a good friend of mine. Hey, we do a radio show every Saturday morning, okay? He would never sue me.
Au contraire.
Right. Okay. Guess what? When you're paralyzed and you got, in your future, you got 2 or 3 kids, what do you think your spouse is going to think of? Okay. You got children to take care of, which you got to take care of them for the rest of their, well, I shouldn't say hopefully the rest of their life, but get them through college and
Substantial portion.
Right. Okay. You got to, and I've seen this, you got to create a whole new home to accommodate
can't do stairs.
Right, exactly. And many other things that got to be done to the home. vehicle costs to accommodate you, okay? Medical bills in present and future. When somebody's paralyzed, their medical costs go way up, okay? Lost wages, pain and suffering, quality of life. Just so you know, this incident actually happened.
Okay.
Okay?
What happened?
The individual was roofing and fell off. A friend of mine had a friend that actually had this happen.
Okay.
Okay? You know what else happened?
What else?
His health insurance denied the claim because in his policy it stated if the incident of loss resulted in a claim that would qualify for work comp coverage or could have qualified for work comp coverage, it was excluded. And that's scary because there is some health insurance coverages out there. I don't know. I can't name companies or anything, but this was back in probably 1999, 2000, that where even if you were, let's say you're a contractor yourself and you're self-employed, but you can still buy work comp on yourself.
Sure.
Okay. If you have the capabilities of doing that, that still would have been denied if you're doing work on your own business. Okay. So now I ask you, do you have an employee or an independent contractor? For those of you out there that are doing or classifying people as independent contractors, I would just ask you, after you hearing this, would they be an employee or independent contractor? If you're classifying a worker as an independent contractor, but you know he isn't, do you want to put everything at risk? And you are. Also, too, in my business, too, Paul,
Sure.
is the guys that are out there, the businesses and owners that do everything by the book and they don't try to get away with cutting corners, such as classifying employees as independent contractors. They always seem to be the ones with the most successful business. The ones that don't are always the ones that seem to be struggling. Just my observation. So, okay.
All right, Tom, of course, if people may have questions about whether or not their insurance of their business covers anything like workman's comp or would like to talk with you, what's a phone number for people to call you at?
My phone number is 507-377-2000.
And the email is?
insights@americanainsurance.com.
Sounds good, Tom. We had a good conversation. We'll be back next week. And this has been Insights into Insurance with Americana Insurance's Tom Sorensen. Thanks, Tom.
Have a great weekend, Paul.
You too.
You've been listening to Insights into Insurance from Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is intended to be educational in nature. Before acting upon any information obtained during the Insights into Insurance radio show broadcast, consult an appropriately licensed professional.